Great, they're in position, ready to do opener. Welcome to Juniors Championship.
What are you doing? Pushing the basket.
All right, welcome to the 2014 Australian Junior Athletics Championships. We're here for day two. My name's Matt Lynch. I'm going to be taking you through the live stream. We're going to interview some athletes. We're going to watch some races. We've already had heat one of the under 20s 200 Ambulant. We've got heat two coming up soon, and hopefully for a good day. A little bit cloudy today, big storms overnight, but hopefully we see some big performances on the track as well today. All right, we've just had heat two taken out in 27.91. It looks like the New Zealand athlete, the visitor, taking it out. Excellent work, guys. Heat three, it looks like it's lining up soon. 0.8 headwind. Oh, it's pretty still conditions for the athletes. Hopefully the track heats up later on today and we can see some even faster times. All right, up next on the track we have the men's 200 metre ambulant under 16 final. We've got Queensland in lane 3, ACT in lane 4, South Australia in lane 5, and Queensland again in lane 6. Boys are standing behind their blocks, looking forward to a great race. We've got the women's under 16 hammer throw on at the moment as well. So hopefully we can get some big throws out there and see some massive performances from our junior athletes. All right, the boys are down on their marks. 4 athletes in the race. There's only 3 medals up for grabs. They're in set. And they are off. South Australia. A cracking start from South Australia, who's moving past his Queenslander on the outside. The staggers seem pretty even from now on. They are moving their way into the straight. South Australia is leading into the straight. Looks like it's a split for the next 3 athletes, all fighting out for second place, but South Australia is just powering down the home straight. Could be Queensland on the outside. Oh, I just can't split them. South Australia in the red hat as well, matching his kit. ACT in second, the inside Queenslander third, and the outside Queenslander in fourth. Well done, boys. So with that race, it's not only just the first over the line. As some of the athletes are different classifications, we have to go to the percentages and find out. So it's not just the person who runs the fastest. They could be 4th over the line and still take out the gold medal. So the boys are going to wait to see who can pick up the gold, the silver and the bronze. Well done to the lads. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a break on the track at the moment as the women's get ready for the 200. So we can look over at the hammer throw. New South Wales is just jumping into the circle now. Hammer throw, it's just probably the most technical of the throws. I don't know how they do it. I'd get dizzy spinning around twice, so I don't know about spinning around 5 times and then tossing a hammer. But here's the first throw from New South Wales. Looks to be around 35 metres, not a bad little throw. Just early days in the competition, and we'll see how they're going to go. is in the circle yet. It is 17 past 9. Alright, while we're here and there's not much on the track, the girls are just about to set up their blocks. We're going to do a little wrap-up of yesterday. So we had 2 athletes 100% booked their tickets to Oregon for the 2014 World Junior Championships. We had Kate Spencer taking out the women's 5K and Morgan McDonald taking out the men's 5K. They both already had World Junior qualifiers, so they won the trials and they're on their way to Oregon. Both New South Wales athletes, so that's excellent for us. We also had in the women's Courtney Powell, Michaela Quinn and Nat Archer, who came 2nd, 3rd and 4th in the women's 5K, all did World Junior qualifiers as well, and the first 4 all went under the previous meet record by a mile. So that's 4 girls in the top 16 all-time junior for the 5K. We also had 2 Commonwealth B qualifiers in the women's para-athletic long jump, Erin Cleaver and Ray Anderson, all jumping over the B. So that was excellent work from the girls in the long jump. All right, we're ready for the final of the women's under-20 para-athletic, under-16, sorry. Queensland in lane 2, Victoria 3, Queensland in 4, New South Wales 5, Victoria 6, New South Wales 7, Queensland 8, and South Australia in 9. They are on their marks, set, And we are off. Oh, it is a false start. Ladies, on your way back to the blocks. We're going to have another go at this. All right, we're underway a second time. Very clean start. Looks pretty even coming around the bend. Like we said before, it doesn't matter who finishes first, second, third or fourth in this race. We need to go to the percentages as they are all different classifications. Now, it looks like South Australia is on the outside leading the way, but Queensland in the inside coming home strong, but South Australia looks to have this one covered. We've got South Australia crossing the line in first, Queensland second, and Queensland again third. But like we said before, we need to wait until we get the classifications. 29.41 for the winner, Victoria, and the lone wheelchair athlete in from New South Wales finishing the race. Excellent work, girls. Well done. All right, we're going to have the ladies for the under 20 Ambulant 200 setting up their blocks soon, and just walking down the home straight, we have the men's 110 metre hurdles under 20s looking to set up for the heats. Now, we've also have the hammer throw on, and there is 3 athletes with World Junior qualifiers lining up in the 110 metre hurdles for the under 20 men's. But there's only 2 spots on the plane for the hurdles to Oregon, so it is going to be a cracker of a battle. We'll see who puts in the best performance in the heats and really puts the pressure on the other athletes. All right, getting the gold medal in the under 16 Ambulant 200, William Smith from South Australia. Excellent work. Liam Atkinson taking out the silver medal from Queensland in 30.39. And ACT taking out the bronze medal. Well done, lads. The women's under 15 hammer still going on. We've just had a foul from the South Australian athlete. Looks like New South Wales athlete about to enter into the circle. But on the other side of the track at the 200, we have the final of the women's Ambulant para-athletic under 20 200 metres. Queensland in lane 2, New South Wales in lane 3, Queensland in lane 4, Victoria in 5, Queensland in 6, South Australia in 7, and Queensland in lane 8. Now, South Australia has crossed the line first in the last 2 races, and they've always been on the outside lane. Let's see if they can do it again, get the treble over the line. The ladies are on their marks. Your gun is up. And they are away a clean start again. Queensland having a cracking start, already past the outside runners. She's in lane 4 and she's moved her way smoothly in. It looks like it won't be South Australia crossing the line first this time, but it's going to be a battle between the 2 Queenslanders. They enter the straight. Lane 4 is leading very smoothly. Lane 2 having a massive dig. We have the New South Wales athlete. Looks like she's coming home very strong. So you got Queensland in 29.03, Queensland in second as well, and New South Wales in third. Like we've said before, we need to wait until our classifications are sorted out to see who the medalists are. Well done, girls. Still conditions as well, only a minus 0.1 headwind. I'm sure that would feel like a bit more when they're running, but it's great sprinting conditions, especially for the older hurdles coming through next.
Australia's leading sports organisations have made a pledge to tackle youth binge drinking.
Now when you're watching your favourite sports, like football,
swimming, basketball,
netball
and athletics,
you'll see this logo.
It's all about coming together to have a positive influence on our drinking culture.
We're strong enough to say enough.
And you can be too.
Back your judgment.
Stand up for what you believe in.
Be the influence.
All right, we've got the officials, the hardest working people in athletics, setting up our hurdles. That is a lot of hurdles. We've got 10 flights and 9 lanes worth of hurdles, so that's 90 hurdles that need to get set up, all at 99 centimetres for our under 20 athletes. To you and me, that's pretty much over your hip height, so they're running pretty fast as well. And the hurdles, they're not very light. They take a bit of setting up, but it looks like we've got 10 lanes set up. So this is excellent, looking straight down the track. Beautiful view for the hurdles. Well done to Kelly Warren, taking out the gold medal in the women's para-athletic under 16 women's. Erin Gabler taking out the silver medal. And Erin Cleaver taking out the bronze from New South Wales. Well done to the girls. All right, we have the men's under 20 110 metre hurdles. They are behind the blocks, looking ready to set off down the track. Alright, they are on their marks. There's going to be 3 heats, so we will have the first 2 from each heat automatically qualify for the final, and the next 2 fastest boys are on their marks. Set, and they are off. Great stuff from the New South Wales athlete on the outside. What a beautiful race. His orange spikes are flying down the track. Oh, here we go. We've got the New Zealand athlete popping through. 14.27 to the New Zealand athlete Harrison Andrews, who actually already has a World Junior qualifier of 13.77, pulling in second, and a 0.5 tailwind, which is beautiful weather for this kind of racing. $14.25 for the New Zealand athlete in first, and $14.45 for Harrison Andrews of New South Wales. William Wells-Gatnick and Matthew Dowsett will have to wait to see how the other heats go to see if they can make their way to the final. Alright, in the second heat we have the 2 other World Junior qualified athletes, Ivor Metcalf from New South Wales in lane 10 and Matthew De Bruin from Victoria in lane 6. These 2 should be the favourites to get through comfortably, but anything can happen in the hurdles, anything can happen in the heats. So we will see how the boys go. They are down on their blocks. Athletes are set, and they are away. Excellent start on the outside. Here we go. Victorian Ivor Metcalf and Matthew De Bruin. De Bruin looks like he's got it, taking out nice and comfortable. 14.04, still wind. Ivor Metcalf in second. the two favourites comfortably through. Should be a cracking race, especially with that New Zealand athlete in the first heat. We could have a race in 4. Well done, boys. Still, oh no, not another heat. Athletes are there, the officials are ready to drop down the hurdles for the next race. We're going to see them go to another height. Matthew De Bruin, 14.01, and Ivan Metcalf, 14.22 in the second heat. Looks like Matthew De Bruin is going to go into the final as the race favourite. So up next we have the men's under 17 110 metre hurdles, followed by the under 18 men's 110 metre hurdles. We have the under 17 women's pole vault. There's another 45 minutes before that one starts, but they are getting a nice long warm up in. And over at the hammer throw, we're going to have the under 16 women's and the under 18 women's in the high jump as well. High jump in the women's has been a cracking event this year. So we'll see how these under 18 athletes go. I know the under 20 women's, we've got at least 5 or 6 World Junior qualified athletes, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple in the under 18s as well.
Australia's leading sports organisations have made a pledge to tackle youth binge drinking.
Now when you're watching your favourite sports, like football,
Swimming, basketball,
Netball,
and athletics.
you'll see this logo.
it's all about coming together to have a positive influence on our drinking culture.
We're strong enough to say enough.
And you can be too.
Back your judgment.
Stand up for what you believe in.
Be the influence.
Alright, while the men in the under 17 110 hurdle heats set up their blocks ready for their heats, we're going to go through what happened again yesterday. Kate Spencer and Morgan McDonald, the first two athletes to book their spot to Oregon for the 2014 World Junior Champs. Now they're going to be heading to Tracktown, USA, the home of Steve Prefontaine, one of the most famous distance runners in America. He's got two movies named after him, Without Limits and Prefontaine, and they're both cracking movies, both released 1 year after each other, and the distance history for Prefontaine and in Oregon is huge, especially in the 5K, which is the race that Steve Prefontaine actually ran. Now, in the women's, we had 4 athletes produce world junior qualifying performances. Kate Spencer, who took the race out, Courtney Powell in second, Michaela Quinn in third, and Nat Archer in fourth. And those 4 athletes also grabbed themselves a time that got them under the previous meet record. The previous meet record was 16:57, the world junior qualifier was 16:40, and fourth place ran 16:29, so the girls performed amazing. Morgan McDonald had already snuck under the World Junior qualifying time of 14:15, and on the night all he had to do was take out the win. He ran 14:34 comfortably and has booked himself a ticket to America. So we have the medal presentation for the women's under 15 hammer. Dominic Holland from New South Wales taking out the gold medal. Lauren Clark taking out the silver with 42.47. Dominic Holland through 42.96 for the silver, or for the gold, sorry. And Julia Doreen from Tasmania, 38.77 for the bronze. Well done to the under 15 hammer throw girls. Alright, heat 1 for the men's under 17 110 metre hurdles. Nicholas Grimshaw, lane 2. Ryan Owen, lane 3. Alright, Christian Devon in lane 4. Tasmania in lane 5. Victoria 6. And New South Wales in 7. Lads are getting down behind their blocks. Set. Alrighty, off we are. Athlete on the outside, Victoria taking out the lead. Queensland coming in second, and Victoria again on the inside. Excellent running from the Queenslander. He looks like he's pulling away now, comfortably through. 14.84 for first, plus 0.1. It's very still conditions. This is sprinting conditions out here today. That's what you want to see. Hopefully the sun could pop out later on. We don't want to see any more storms, so we can get some faster running from these athletes. Alright, heat 2 for the men's under 1700 hurdles. Matthew Berlin in lane 2, Cooper Talbot in 3, Zach Calvez 4, Brandon Harrigan 5, Matthew Harcourt in 6, and Stuart Duvet in 7. Boys are down on their marks. All right, the boys are off. Queensland, cracking start. Brendan Harrigan, we've had an accident from Matthew Harcourt, but Queensland, Brendan Harrigan is flying away, and Matthew Berlin, little battle with the Victorian, but Brandon, 14.54. He was in another class in that race. 0.3 tailwind. Again, sprinting conditions. Amazing. Well done to the boys. All right, well done to the under 15 men's discus. New South Wales taking out the gold, Victoria in silver, and New South Wales in bronze. Matthew McVeigh taking out the gold, Bradley Butler in second, and Kyle Ekstrom in bronze. Well done to the boys. New South Wales taking out another gold medal at their home track. 626 New South Wales athletes competing here, and 2,099 athletes in total. I think that's a record. Well done to the boys. Women's under 16 hammer throw taking out. They're ready to go over in the far cage. We'll see how the ladies go. They're in a circle, ready to perform. Alright, first heat in the under-18s. Men's 120 metre hurdle, Sebastian Acosta-Vasquez in 2, Mitchell Michael in 3, Todd Owen in 4, Hamish Day in 5, Matthew Fisher in 6, Jake De Palma in 7, and Connor Diamond in 8. Now the boys have been a bit unsteady in the blocks, so they're standing them up. Hopefully we can see them get away clean. No false start on the field.
Australia's leading sports organisations have made a pledge to tackle youth binge drinking.
Now when you're watching your favourite sports, like football,
Swimming, basketball,
Netball,
and athletics.
you'll see this logo.
it's all about coming together to have a positive influence on our drinking culture.
We're strong enough to say enough.
And you can be too.
Back your judgment.
Stand up for what you believe in.
Be the influence.
All right, a little bit of photo finish issue, but looks like we've got that under control. The officials storming our app to the camera, getting that stuff sorted. So we're going to see the boys now on their blocks in the first heat of the under 18 men's 110 metre hurdles. Let's see if we can get away nice and clean. Very important to get a good start in the hurdles. Get yourself away nice and clean. And they are off. Excellent start from the New South Wales and Queensland athletes in the middle, but Queensland is pulled away by the fourth hurdle. The New South Wales on the outside is coming home strong, but the Queensland, he is flying and he's made himself very comfortable in the win. New South Wales second and New South Wales third, 14.55 for first. 0.2 tailwind again. This is sprinting conditions. I've said it before, I keep saying it all day. Just beautiful weather. Just hope the sun comes out a bit later. We might see some very awesome performances. Don't forget, athletes, if you were going to make a tweet or an Instagram, use the hashtag AJAC14 so we can get you all involved. That's it, AJAC14, Australian Junior Athletics Championships 14. When you post an Insta or a tweet, get amongst it, guys. All right, Hamish Day, the Queenslander, 14.55. 14.54, it's been dropped down for first. Connor Diamond for 14.95 for second. And Sebastian Acosta Vasquez, 15.13 for the bronze. 0.2 tailwind, sprinting conditions. I'll keep saying it all day. All right, we're going to check the lane draw for Heat 2 of the men's under 18s 110 metre hurdles. Bailey Woodward from New South Wales in 2, Jonathan Taylor in 3 from Victoria. In lane 4, Zach Simonovic from New South Wales. Jordan Munro from Queensland in lane 5, Lucas Sullivan in lane 6 from New South Wales, Jordan Mills from Queensland in lane 7, and Jacob McCory in New South Wales from lane 8. Officials just fixing up a couple of stray hurdles from the first heat, and we look to be underway very, very soon. Like I said before, don't forget Twitter and Instagram, hashtag AJAC14. All right, they are set and away. Another cracking start from the Queenslander in the middle. Excellent work, Jordan Munro. But the two New South Wales and Queensland athletes on the outside. This is a cracking race. Jacob McGarry on the outside. Can he take it out? He has just out-dipped Jordan Munro, with Zach Simonovic coming in third. 14.85 for the first. We'll see if that drops down or not. 0.6 headwind. That's actually not too bad for the hurdlers. Sometimes they get a bit close, so they don't mind getting a little bit of a push. It's been dropped down to 14.83, 14.87 for second, and 14.87 for third. Very, very tight race. Well done, boys. All right, women's under 17 pole vault. Elizabeth Barrell, Laura Hyde Cooling, Natasha Inchi Nicoli, Jessica Deal, Abby Little, Isabella Mural, Philippa Hajdaz, and Holly Beecham. Alright, again, Jacob McCory taking it out, 14.83. Jordan Munro in second, 14.87. And Zach Simonovic, 14.97 in third. Alright, lane draw for heat 3 of the men's under 18 110 metre hurdles. Elliot Wilkins, Mackenzie Long, James Ellis, Dion Munoz, Paul Salem, Richard Allen, Nicholas Andrews, and Damien Zethoven. Now, Nicholas Andrews is the younger brother of Harrison Andrews in the under 20s. Let's see if that hurdling pedigree follows through to his younger brother. Boys are on their marks. Looking out for Nicholas Andrews in lane 8. And the visiting New Zealand athlete have been going very well. Dion Munoz in the middle. You won't see a New Zealand athlete come over here for no reason. Harrison Andrews flying on the outside. It's hurdling very smoothly. New Zealand athlete in second. Queensland coming through. But Nicholas Andrews, 13.84. What an amazing time. 0.2 headwind. He has just stamped himself as the favourite for the gold medal. Beautiful running and beautiful hurdling. $13.82 for Nicholas Andrews. Elliot Wilkins with the second place, 14.31, and Dion Munoz, 14.35. Like we said, beautiful sprinting conditions. All right. Bit of start of the high jump. We're going to start at 1 metre 60 for the under 18 women's high jump. Just got our cameraman moving some trees out of the way so we can get a much better shot. All right, we're up to 1 metre 65 onto the next height for the women's under 18 high jump. Now, the women's under 20, this is a world junior event. We have got some amazing hurdlers. Katrina Hunt is leading the way with the world junior qualifiers. Liz Clay, Maddie Gibson, and also Hannah Jones. Oh, we've seen the first Western Australian athlete just knock the bar off with the calves at 1 metre 65 on her first attempt. Victoria looks like she's up next. All right, Victorian athlete clear on her first attempt at 1 metre 65. Up next is a New South Wales athlete stepping out to the track in the women's under 18s high jump. Don't forget, if you've got a tweet or an Instagram, hashtag it AJAC14 so we can check it out. All right, Western Australia up for her first attempt at 1 metre 65. Beautifully clear, great clearance, well done. She seems very, very happy with that. Nice to get a big circle on the board. First attempt clearance. You don't want those X's early. They could come back to haunt you later on in the competition. All right, heat 1 in the women's under 20s 100 metre hurdles. Natalie Sataji from New South Wales, Poppy Schwass from Western Australia, Katrina Tukchi from New South Wales, Collegia Dawson from Queensland, Leanna Ryan from New Zealand, Daniela Roman from Victoria, Michaela Morse from Queensland, Katrina Hunt from New South Wales, and Paulina Galkina from Victoria. Now, Katrina Hunt is one of the fastest athletes in the under-20s hurdles, and she is ready to go. And set. And they are off. Katrina Hunt, classic start, straight to the first hurdle. New Zealand athlete in the middle, moving well, but Katrina Hunt looks like she has this race wrapped up. Western Australia and and Victoria are going well, but 13.99, 0.2 headwind. Amazing running. World Junior qualifies 13.94. She's already got herself plenty of those. It's rounded down to 13.98. All right, Daniela Roman from Victoria, 14.28 for silver, and Poppy Schwass from WA, 14.30. All right, the lane draw for Heat 2. Tessa Nelson from New South Wales in lane 2. Elizabeth Heading in lane 3. Christine Gahan in lane 4. Hannah Jones, who has an a World Junior qualifier in lane 5. Shannon O'Dempsey in lane 6. Elizabeth Clay, who has a World Junior qualifier in lane 7. Cassidy Simmons in lane 8. Caitlin Golding in lane 9. And Alicia Burnett in lane 10. Now, Cassidy Simmons and Alicia Burnett have World Junior heptathlon qualifiers. So these girls are talented in not just one but 7 different events. We should see Elizabeth Clay as the favourite in this race, with Hannah Jones not too far behind. I'd say it would be a very good, very close race between those two girls. I was on their marks. Gun is up. And we've had a false start from the WA athlete, Caitlin Golding. Let's see what colour card they give her, but it doesn't look very good for the Western Australian athlete. And unfortunately, she has been shown the red card. That is a long way to go from WA to New South Wales for a disqualification. Fingers crossed she has another event, because you don't want to go home. I've gone to WA and not raced, and I know the feeling. It is a very long trip. Alright, they're off clean again. Hannah Jones and Liz Clay pulling away from the field. 2 New South Wales athletes having a massive run. Hannah Jones looks like she has a slight lead, and she has taken it out. 13.89 for Hannah Jones. That is a PB and a World Junior qualifier for her. Well done in the heats. Nothing like doing a PB in the heats when you've got the final on later today. And Elizabeth Clay in the silver medal position. Well, not silver, it's only a heat, but she got second. Well done. 0.6 tailwind I'm going to keep saying it. Sprinting conditions, 14 flat for Liz Clay in second. So the 3 New South Wales athletes have put their hand up. Can they go for a clean sweep? Hannah Jones, fastest qualifier in 13.87. Katrina Hunt, 13.98. And Liz Clay, 14 flat. We'll see. First over the line is guaranteed a spot to World Junior Champs. Why not? The men's under 14 triple jump. Nicholas Beek-Wilder, Aaron Leferink, Joshua Cowley, Cooper Saunders, Connor Murphy, Declan Carmen, Jack Lightfoot, Alex Willett, and Nathan Anderson. Now, Connor Murphy, could he be the son of Andrew Murphy, one of our best triple jumpers we've ever had? Let's just say he is. I'm pretty sure he is. If he's in black socks, it's definitely him. A miss on her first attempt at 1.69 for the Victorian. That bar's moving up fast, so that means we're getting a few girls over the heights. Excellent clearance, curling her body around the bar on her third attempt too. So she is moving on to the next height. Yeah, just under 17. That's the height block triple jump though. Yeah, I haven't really moved it yet. There we go. Alright, you can leave it on the side if you want. Olivia or something. Alright. Heat 1 of the women's under-17s 100-metre hurdle heats. Danielle Shaw, Tyler Lima, Madison Trainer, Olivia Rose McEwen, Ellie McLindon, Emily Bess, Phoebe Edwards and Brooke Harrison. Girls are waiting behind their blocks. Alright, girls getting down on their marks. Victoria, Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, New Zealand and New South Wales lining up in the first heat of the women's under-17 100-metre hurdles. The girls are out. Cracking start from the New South Wales athlete, Olivia Rose McEwen. She looks like she's pulling away, but Danielle Shaw from Victoria flying home. And the New Zealand athlete as well. Looks like Danielle Shaw has taken it out. 14:20. 0.6 headwind. Conditions are amazing. Well done to the girls in Heat 1 of the women's under-17 100-metre hurdles. $14.18 for first, $14.33 for second. Two girls very comfortably through to the final. Alright, girls are up to their third attempt at 1.72 m. Could be sorting out the medal positions for the women's under-18 high jump. Alright, Heat 2 for the women's under-17 hurdles. Gemma Whitney, Peyton Smead, Alana Uklich, Karina Brown, Holly Perry, Zara Keka, Grace Weir and Kira Womersley. Victoria, New South Wales, WA, New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales and Queensland. The girls are on their marks. And they are off and racing. Beautiful start from the Queensland athlete on the outside, but the tall figure of Alana coming down the straight. It's going to be Queensland in first. just from the Western Australian athlete. 14, unofficially 53 with a 0.5 tailwind. A few hurdle stacks, unfortunately, in this race for the Victorian athlete. It's a tough race, the hurdles. Anything can happen. The sun looks like it's starting to peek out a little bit through the dark grey clouds. Fingers crossed all those clouds disappear and we just get some beautiful sunshine. 14.52 officially for first and 14.69 for the second place. All right, in the women's under-16 para-athletic discus, Julie Charlton in burst with 13.65, 14.98 for silver and 16.09 for bronze. Now, if you think that looks a bit funny with the distances, that is because they are different classed athletes and their performances are based on the world records of that event, and it works off the percentages of how they So well done to the girls in the para-athletic discus under 16s. High jumps moved up to 1.75 m. Only a few girls left. This is where the medals can be won or lost. This is when those early clearances come back to help you out, and some of those early misses might come back to haunt you. All right, we're up to heat one of the women's under 18s 100 metre hurdles. We should see some very close races, very similar times to the under 17s. Now they've got single age groups. All right, Sabine Keenan, lane 2, Rachel Pace, lane 3, Lauren London, Carla Takshi, Tessa Eyre, Holly Winter and Taylor Phillips. Now, Rachel Pace was a champion runner in the under 16s last year. All right, cracking start. Rachel Pace has just turned it on. With a last name like Pace, she's going to be moving very, very quickly. She's almost put a full length of hurdles between her and second place. Oh, pulling up 13.98, just like that. Very cruisy. She has a 13.5 second run in her. Well done to her. All right, Rachel Pace, 13.97. Tessa Eyre, 14.50. There's New Zealand athletes. Always are going to be a force to reckon with. It is a long way to come to Australia from New Zealand, so if you're going to come, you might as well be fast. All right, Heat 2, the women's under 18s, 100 metre hurdles. Rachel Pace has set the standard with a 13.97, just walking over the finish line. Let's see how Heat 2 goes. Girls are off and racing the middle lanes, moving well. Gabrielle O'Grady, another great hurdler from New South Wales, and of course a New Zealander. But Gabrielle O'Grady pulling away easily as 13.92. This is going to be a cracker of a final. Could be a 1-2 from New South Wales. She's taken out the fastest qualifying performance with a 0.8 tailwind. Unfortunately, we have a Queenslander down on the track, but that's the way with hurdles. We've got the physio sending out there. Everything should look like it's getting sorted out. Well done to the girls finishing that race.
Australia's leading sports organisations have made a pledge to tackle youth binge drinking.
Now when you're watching your favourite sports, like football,
Swimming, basketball,
Netball,
and athletics.
you'll see this logo.
it's all about coming together to have a positive influence on our drinking culture.
We're strong enough to say enough.
And you can be too.
Back your judgment.
Stand up for what you believe in.
Be the influence.
All right, women's under 18 high jump. We've moved up to 1.82 m. Now, for those of you that don't know, that is a world junior qualifying height. So if we get any girls over the 1.82 m height, they've got themselves a world junior performance. All right, this is the results from Heat 2. Gabrielle O'Grady, 13.90, has taken out Rachel Pace. Christy Ashton from New Zealand, 14.47, and Kelly McCauley from New South Wales, 14.58. Western Australian athlete, ready to have her first attempt at 1.82 m. It is a world junior qualifying performance if she makes it over this height. The lone competitor from Western Australia. She's already secured the gold medal. Let's see if she can put a World Junior qualifying performance on the board as well. Oh, very well over early. Just clipping it with the legs. Don't worry, she's got 2 more attempts. She'll be all right. Don't forget, hashtag AJAC14 if you're going to send us a tweet or an Instagram of you sitting at home watching our live stream. We'll check it out. That's it, hashtag AJAC. Now, beanbags moving around the stadium, finding some shade. Happy to see some shade, actually. That means the sun's out and there's no more clouds. Alright, the Western Australian athlete having her second attempt at the high jump, 1m82. Gold medal is secured. She's already got that in her back pocket. Let's hope it can help her get over the bar. Oh, she's getting closer and closer every attempt. One more attempt left for the Western Australian athlete. Hopefully the crowd can get behind her and get her high over the bar and grab that World Junior qualifying performance as well as the gold medal. Alright, New South Wales athlete in the women's under 14 triple jump. She has been given the dual white flag, which means she has a legal tailwind, and she did not step over the mark. Just waiting on the officials to chuck up her distance on the board. Looks like she's jumping off the 7 metre board today. $9.46 for the New South Wales athlete in the second round of the women's under 14 triple jump. Alright, here comes Victoria. Unfortunately a foul and a run through. That happens in the triple jump. But good news that the sun is out. Alright, last attempt for our WA athlete. She's already got the gold medal. Let's see if she can get this jump in her back pocket. She's on her way in. Oh, closer and closer again. If she had a fourth attempt, I'd say she's over it. Well done to the Western Australian athlete. She's got the gold medal. Hopefully she's got a PB. And we'll see her on the podium later on. Congratulations. Nicole Robinson sending a wave out to the crowd. She is the national champion in the under 18 women's high jump. Well done. She can stick that on her overhead luggage on her flights back to WA. It's not a bad little prize to take back from Sydney. Shoes are off, time to relax. Alright, Victorian athlete on the runway for the women's under 14 triple jump. Sun is out and about. Heat the track up before the athletes heat the track up. That's what we want to see. The sun brings out fast performances. The weather's a nice little tailwind. We're going to see some fast times today. Here we go, down the runway. Beautiful hot, but something must have been feeling too well. It's a foul as well. Just a run through. Hopefully she can get one on the board before the last round and she can make it through to the final. Plenty of Victorians in the women's under 14s triple jump. There's another one on the runway, and she is ready to make her way down. This looks like it could be a clear jump. White flag up. Dual white flags. Beautiful jumping. Tough work trying to get that run up right. Once you get it right though, everything can work out for you. Oh, excellent jump from, is that the West Australian athlete in the triple jump? It was 9.68 for the previous athlete. But looks like we could see a 10-metre jump here on the board in the women's under 14 triple jump. Officials already knocked out a 10 on the board. It looks like we have a 10.52. The furthest jump I've seen all day. She looks very, very happy about it. Running back to her bag. Maybe have a sit down, get a drink, and think about the rest of the competition. Alright, New South Wales athlete, bright red spikes. Let's see if they can get it down the runway for a big hop, step and jump. Nice clean jump on the board. It's good to get one out there. Get one out there early so you can concentrate on trying to get everything sorted out. All right, ACT athlete in the triple jump. Big jumping. See, I think she might need to get over the 10-metre mark to get amongst the leaders. See what she can pull out. All right, we've switched up to the back straight here for the men's under 14 triple jump. We've got the women's under 14 triple jump on the home straight, the men's under 14 triple jump on the back straight. All right, the men in the under 20, oh sorry, under 17, 200 metres setting up their blocks. Boys look ready to go. Sun is out, and it should be some fast heats. It's 11:11, and we should look forward to some very fast races. All right, so we have in lane 2 Lachlan McDermott from WA, in lane 3 Cosima Mucci from Victoria. And we've lost the board. That's nothing to do with us. That is, the board is gone. And now I don't know who is in what lane. But I did see a Papua New Guinea athlete. And now we've got a shot. All right, let's go back to it. Dwayne Karoka from Papua New Guinea. Jordan Shelley from New South Wales. Matthew Grant from Queensland. Dickie Terry Mail from Vanuatu and Jake Ballastra from WA. Well done to Nicole Robinson from WA, 1 metre 78 in the women's high jump. We saw her jumping before, very well done. Close attempts at 182. And it's a double for WA, the WA double. Simone Wilson with 169. Congratulations to her. Well done. Nothing like seeing a WA double. It's a long way to come. So well done to the girls getting the medals. And Claire Jobling from Victoria, 1 metre 65 for the bronze. Congratulations to the three girls there. Well done. Alright, now we've got to say the favourite would be Jordan Shelley in lane 5. Up in Townsville, he performed a 21.44 in the 200 in the under-16s and got himself the Australian record. So now athletes are a little older. He's still running against the same guys in the under-17s. Let's see what he's got. The Townsville track was fast, but New South Wales is notorious for a very fast 200. You get a beautiful little tailwind off the bend and down the home straight. Alright, boys are on their marks. Cracking start from Jordan Shelley. Pulling away from the PNG athlete on the inside. But our athlete on the outside, Jake Ballastra, moving away very fast, but Jordan Shelley pulling his way through. It's New South Wales in the middle, flanked by the two WA athletes. Jordan Shelley pulling up, cruising over the line, 22.02 with a 0.7 tailwind. WA in second and in third. Well done to the boys in the 200 metres, under 17, heat 1. .21.01 given to Jordan Shelley for first place, and lane 2 Lachlan McDermott 22.10 in second place. Heat 2 setting up their blocks. Alright. We have the results from Heat 1. 22.01 for Jordan Shelley, 22.10, 22.29. Nice close race. New South Wales, WA and WA. Heat 2 setting up their blocks. Got a few visiting athletes from our Pacific nations. Alrighty. Lane 2, Cheyenne Sanatoa. Lane 3, Russell Taib, Zach Kalinikos from Queensland, Jaden Rapinskis from New South Wales, Luatimu Jan Samu from Samoa, Alexander Fua from WA, and Jonathan Taylor from Queensland. The boys in this heat 2, under 17s 200 metres. If there are 3 heats, you'll see the first 2 automatically qualifying for the final, followed by the next 2 fastest times. So if you want to finish, if you want to make the final straight away, first 2, it's the way to do it. Guns up. And we are away very cleanly. Jordan Rapinskis from New South Wales. Cracking start. Already moving around the bend very well. Queensland athlete Jonathan Taylor moving well, but Jordan Rapinskis having a great bend. But here's the Tasmanian, Russell Taib, coming very well off the bend and pulling away and cruising as well. It's a tight battle for the second place, but Russell Taib 22.44, tied for second place. Let's see who gets their automatic qualifier for the final, but Russell Taib in another league taking it out. Alright, officially 22.44 for Russell Taib, minus 0.2 wind, which is a nice little tailie down around the bend. Alright, the lane draw for Heat 3. Kessie Nadroka from Fiji, Jack Newman from New South Wales, Toro Teganahau from PYF, Kamali Blair from Queensland, Tyrone Riley from WA, Patrick Chilvers from Tassie, Brandon Harrigan from Queensland, and Jake Miller-Gage from Victoria. Alright, the boys, Heat 3, the men's under 17 200 metres. First 2 over the line, guaranteed a spot in the final. Boys are off. And very even start. Looks like the Queensland athlete, Kamali Blair, has made the move, but hard to say, very even around the bend. Could be the 2 Victorian and Queensland athletes on the outside. And they've gone to the straight, and it is Jack Miller-Gage and Brandon Harrigan. Brandon Harrigan having a great last 100, pulling away, very comfortable, looking around. So is a Victorian athlete, 22.44 into a 1.7 headwind. Well, let's hope that wind doesn't hang around, but that's what you're going to get sometimes in your sprints. A little bit of a headwind, but the athletes are comfortably through to the final, and in the final everyone's got the same weather, so it shouldn't matter which way the wind is going. The boys in the under 16 men's hammer throw warming up. Well done, boys. James Clough, Shannon Bain, Connor McLaughlin, Harry Vihalopoulos, Nick Wasink, Nick Price, James Joyce, Damien Hay, Nick Wilkins, Jesse Shelfoot. There's just the names in the men's under 16 hammer throw. Nick Chatters and Lucas Socio, James Joycey. Alright, the start list in the men's 200 metre under 18 semi-finals. Lachlan McPherson, lane 2. Faresa Capisi, lane 3. Jake Donny, lane 4. Alexander Moore, lane 5. Terry Fragidakis, lane 6. Jordan Sabi, lane 7. Michael Mullet, lane 8. And Ben Allen, lane 9. Now, this is where the races start getting seated. Alex Moore and Terry Fragidakis performing very well in the heats yesterday, grabbing themselves the inside lanes, and we should see those two boys comfortably through to the final, but you never know what could happen after the heats. We'll see what happens in the finals. Alright boys, they're on their marks. And they are off. A great start from Frejidakis in lane 5. Now the South Australian, Jack Donny, moving up on Alex Moore. Alex Moore more of a 400 runner, so we should see him come home very strongly down the home straight. But this is a great race. Jordan, Terry Frejidakis pulling away towards the end. Queensland athlete, looks like he's got it, but 21.80 into a 1.2 metre headwind. Very, very fast running from Terry Frejidakis from New South Wales. Well done, he's booked himself a lane in the final. Been rounded down, 21.79. And Jordan Keller from Queensland, 22.03. Those two boys have grabbed themselves a lane in the final. Official results, Michael Mullett 22.06, Alexander Moore 22.16. Very, very tight. Those two boys will have to wait to see the times run in the next race to see if they can make it through to the final. Headquarters up the back. All right, medalists in the women's under-16 hammer throw. Sarah Ringrose, 51.41. Brilliant throw from the New South Wales athlete. In silver from New South Wales also, Taylor McNamara. And in bronze, Louise Mendes. Well done to the ladies in the women's under-16 hammer throw. New South Wales getting a 1-2 double, and Victoria bringing in the bronze. Alrighty, Jack Darcy from New South Wales. Liam Johnston, lane 3, Joe Robinson, lane 4, Trey Williams, who won his heat yesterday in lane 5, Christian Foster, very fast runner in lane 6, Michael Hansford in 7, Zach Holdsworth in lane 8, and Tremaine Peters in lane 9. Very interesting race, very fast runners in this race. Let's see who can grab themselves the automatic first 2 spots. And maybe they might pull the others through for the qualifying positions as fastest time qualifier. Alright, this is the last race you will see on the live stream, or our first session of live streaming before we come back at 3 o'clock. The men's under 18 200 metre semi-finals. Look out for the inside middle lanes in lanes 5, 6, 7 and 8. Boys are off. Trey Williams from Queensland, cracking start. Also the Victorian, Michael Hansford, going out well, but Christian Foster is a great 400 runner, so you should watch him come home very, very late. Here he comes through the field. Christian Foster moving through, but Trey Williams is holding on. Looks like Christian Foster could take it out with Trey Williams in second. Bam, 21.85. Wind has eased up a little bit. Minus 0.3 tailwind. Well done. Looks like Trey Williams and Christian Foster have got themselves the spots in the final. Just waiting on the official time. Great composure from Christian Foster, 21.85 first, Trey Williams 21.90. Very close race. We could see some of those athletes moving on to the final, very close behind the first 2 runners, and they'll grab themselves the extra lanes later on. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back at 3 p.m. Sydney time to continue our live stream. In the meanwhile, go and grab yourself some lunch, maybe do a bit of training. We're going to do the same. We're going to grab a bit of food, grab a few videos and some footage during the races while you're off having a break, and we're going to be back at 3 o'clock all the way till 6:30 to take you through the rest of the evening's events. I hope you enjoyed it.
Australia's leading sports organisations have made a pledge to tackle youth binge drinking.
Now when you're watching your favourite sports, like football,
Swimming, basketball,
Netball,
and athletics.
you'll see this logo.
it's all about coming together to have a positive influence on our drinking culture.
We're strong enough to say enough.
And you can be too.
Back your judgment.
Stand up for what you believe in.
Be the influence.